was a bad day. It came across the news that the tower had been hit by a plane.
I got in the truck on the radio.
Somebody came by the classroom door and stuck their head in and said that a plane had struck one of the World Trade Center towers.
And I was getting ready for work when Katie Couric came on the TV and said, "We're not sure exactly what has happened."
The first newscast came on and we saw it, and then the next thing you know, we saw the second airplane that had hit also.
I came back home to my daughter's house, got in the house, turned on the news, and was watching the tower burning when they were talking about it, and saw the next plane just kind of swoop in and hit the second tower.
They said that another plane had flown into the tower.
Then it was apparent that something more was going on and that this was really bad.
Obviously, like most people, I think we thought it was an accident. We had no idea that it was happening, and then the second plane flew in, and we all obviously at that point figured out something was wrong.
And then they announced, later on that it was a terrorist attack, and you're just like, what's a terrorist attack?
And then they hit the Pentagon. And I thought, yeah, the country's going to war.
Because we don't expect attacks on our soil. We expect that to happen somewhere else.
You don't know if another wave's coming, so you just set up and start looking. And you don't know where they're going to hit. Because it wasn't basically a country that attacked us.
We kept waiting to see what was going to happen next and who was next.
I think the part that got me were the people that they couldn't get to. And when they jumped out the windows, that was just hard to watch.
My heart just poured out to those people that were at ground zero, that lost children in the daycare center, and mothers and fathers and daughters and sons.
I felt much more horror at this. It was just like, it couldn't happen here.
And I just happened to be looking at the television at that time when the planes hit the towers. He began to cry because he didn't want to go back to California. He didn't want to get on the airplane.
And I remember thinking, nothing will ever be the same.
And it's obviously changed all of our lives tremendously. I think, learned a lot from 9/11. We know that we're not as isolated as we would like to be. We're not as safe as we thought we could be.
You can't take anything for granted. You have to be cautious of, things around you.
I don't think the American people have the trust that they used to have before that.
I was in service at the time. I remember the shock in all the room. Everybody sitting there. Nobody could say anything. It was quiet, which was very, very unusual. Just tragic things everybody had to get through, and it was just a bad day all the way around.
Because our other daughter was in the Air Force at that time, and her immediate supervisors told her to get ready to deploy.
And how many have been lost because of 9/11 that are still being lost fighting for us?
All the men that fight today for the freedom, for our freedom, because of that, we're very grateful for those men.
The willingness that those first responders have to forsake everything that they have to go and protect.
High school kids that you think don't take in everything that's going on around them, they did this day. They did this day. It was a very somber day at school.
Actually seeing as part of history, telling our kids, yeah, we were there watching it live.
It's a lot different since I know why everything happened. It's more emotional, I guess.
American pride. It seems like a lot more people got together, came together after.
There's no getting over it. There's just dealing with it.
10 years after 9/11, a lot of people forgot about it after 3 years. Forgot about, what had happened, how many people had killed, worthless loss of life.
When it comes to needing one another, we're right here for each other.
That's what's
never forget. Definitely.